My people, this is not TMC TV. My name is Aluke Ajakaye. I know say for TMC TV, we bring it to we concern papa, mama, brother, sister, everybody. And yes, today na June 12, and you know say June 12 na Democracy Day. What be Democracy Day? You know say democracy na the government for the people, by the people and of the people. I know say before now, na May 29th they celebrate Democracy Day, but our president Muhammadu Buhari come talk am say for 2018. Say the democracy they don't shift now to June 12, sake of the June 12 election when many people call freest election when they happen for Nigeria. I know say for that June 12 election, get one man that they call MK Abiola when be Moshood Kashimawo Abiola. Now many people say I be the winner of that election. And yes, you know, say Democracy Day, President they always give one speech when it concerns Democracy Day. And this Democracy Day when they share today, June 12, President don't give that speech. And that speech now be the last speech of President Muhammadu Buhari as President of Nigeria for Democracy Day. And for that speech, he talked about women involvement for politics. He talked about 2023 election. He talked about PVC matter and many other things. I make we enter street today to talk about the reaction to President Muhammadu Buhari's speech. My name is Aluke Ajakaye, and we're on the street today to meet people to talk about for the matter, how the matter of democracy be, how Nigeria don't fair for democracy matter since Buhari entered power. From 1999, how Nigeria don't fair for democracy matter. More join us.
Democracy, it don't show us light, as far as I'm concerned, because what we experience during military, we don't fine tune up. It is better now, but we dey plead to incoming government, make it do better, to improve it better, so that we in Nigeria, we Nigerians, we go happy. Because the democracy is supposed to bring happiness to us, but this present government not doing like that. It brought hardship to us. So now the hardship, now we all they fight with. The insurgency is another thing. It's now all over Nigeria. We can see what happened for Ondo State. Ondo State, a peaceful state, and nobody has ever heard of a thing like that for Ondo State. But suddenly it happened. So we are even afraid here in Benin. They can equally do it to us. It could make democracy continue, not a military, make them come, no. Because as they talk, they say there was democracy, it better pass military government. And so me I say amo.
A prayer that things will actually changed for the better. It's been we've been on this journey all this year back, and desire change we really want in this our country. I think we are still very far from it. Election is in the corner. It is our prayer that it will go the right way. It's been this, we are suffering. If you look at the country now, we are really suffering. We are not seeing the benefit. We are not seeing what we are expecting in this country. So it is our prayers. No one knows the side that the dice is going to turn to. But it's our prayer that it should turn to the right, so that what we need for this country, in this our country, will be able to get it. If you look around, the youth are still suffering, and they are going into different means of making their livelihood, because things are not yet falling to the right position. So it is our prayer that in this 2023 election that is coming up, that it will be, God will do it, that we will get a credible person that will be able to change things. Because the time we are is like the colonial time. It's still better than where we are now, the colonial time. So I pray that democracy is said to be the government of the people by the people. It's not what we are seeing now. Oppression everywhere. May God help us.
there is not working at all. It's not working because if you say we are doing democracy, things are we are copying from people, and the way we copy it is not the way we are doing it. Democracy in Nigeria is do or die. They will tell you up and down, they will bring everyone down, but at the end of the day, they are on zero. They are working for their pockets. The situation now in the country now, the people who are not working, the government doesn't care about them to go even give them some little thing to confront themselves, but they only put them on nothing. And you think if people are forced to be stealing things, and the situation can force a man to do otherwise. If there was a normal democracy, the government will put themselves in the people's shoes and then know the right thing to do. I think in Nigeria we are not doing any democracy. It's the one madness. 2023 election. It's only God that will take control because it's do or die. Because people are already preparing against it with their money, and they are ready to do otherwise.
Oh, democracy since the year 1996. You know, we're talking of freedom in Nigeria, and democracy has to do with, you know, giving the masses opportunity to speak their mind, to act, you know, to bring back responses. It's a system of government that has to do with the masses and the government. You see, Nigeria democracy really has not come to settle or balance in the way we really ought or expect it to be, because our leaders in the system of democracy, they are really not this fluent or going in the direction that it's supposed to be. You know, they promise and do something else. They promise and do something else. So when we talk about democracy, democracy is when you say a thing, you do. When you come to, you know, freedom, you give the people freedom to speak, freedom to act, freedom to celebrate. But when you come to the system of Nigeria, whenever they say, they are always, you know, using something or the other to back it up. So democracy in Nigeria is really not the way we really expect it or the way it ought to be.
It's Democracy Day, but actually we Nigerians, we are not happy because we don't even know the differences between the democracy and the so-called different kind of governments that they are playing for Nigerian people now. People are hungry because, one, graduates are suffering. They are roaming about the street, there's no job. Our children turn to prostitute, both boys and girls. They tend to survive at all costs. And we said today is Democracy Day. Nigerians are not happy. We are bitter in mind. To our leaders who call themselves the so-called Nigerian politicians, they are not even having a feeling for the masses. What they are playing today, we don't even understand the kind of government we are working towards in Nigeria today, because people are suffering. Hungry day town. No job everywhere. People try to create job in one way or the other to survive at all costs. So what are we now talking about democracy? So we are only appealing to the leaders, the people elected, both APC and the PDP, that they should make a change so that Nigeria can become a better place to live, instead of we running out of the country, going to abroad to survive at all costs. So I plead to the politicians, they should try and solve this problem so that Nigeria can be one. As we are now, we are not one. We are just lying to one another. So I appeal to the politicians, they should try and work one in one so that Nigeria can be a better place to live.
If you look at the meaning of democracy, democracy means government for the people, elected by the people. So if a situation whereby the masses have chosen people that will lead them, you know, elected people that will lead them, and those people that have been led are well led, then they are really experiencing democracy. But a situation whereby the people are being oppressed, they are not really getting the gains of that same kind of government like democracy that they are actually seek for, that they now have in place, then one will hardly call it democracy. From the beginning, when democracy come into play in this country, we all, every citizen have the belief that there has been a better change of government, you know. Like certainly you will hardly, one will hardly want to kind of, we will hardly be able to compare democracy under normal circumstances, you will hardly be able to compare the way the people are being led by the people compared to the military era. That military era, certainly we know that it is even kind of an autocratic government. But when we see democracy, we see it as the hope for the people, for the common man. But a situation whereby wetin the common man don expect to be something better for him or her, and at the end of the day, he's not getting the gains, he's not getting the dividends of it, then one will hardly want to call it democracy. Why? Because the people have been oppressed by the same government that they have elected to come and lead them.
Nigeria is not practicing democracy at all, because democracy means government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So it's not done. My people are just there. Once you vote them in, they are there to do their own. So extra money, they are doing nothing. I don't know. Never fit any impact of democracy, because I say government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So we are supposed to feel the impact of what they voted them for. I don't see anything. No. As it comes, let's see, because we are only 100 people again. So let's observe, because nothing God cannot do. People can touch their heart for them to know and do what will make us feel the impact of democracy.